Hi everyone, it's Joanne here from Everyday Alignment, and today I've got a video that I know is close to my heart because it's a subject that I've thought long and hard about in the past. It's a subject that I've had challenges with myself in the past, internally, and I know it's a subject that's also going to help many people out there, and that is the subject of how do I stop worrying about what other people think about me? Or should the question be, should I stop caring about what other people think about me? Now, there's lots of videos out there on this subject, and there's lots of people that say you shouldn't care what people think about you. You've got to just make that decision not to care what people think about you. But I just wanted to give my thoughts around this area because I've had lots of conversations about this with people, lots of conversations where people feel that they're not good enough for some reason, and a lot of it is centered around the thoughts and opinions of other people, and this is why I think it's just such an important subject to cover. Now, first of all, what are my views on this whole concept of should I care what other people think about me? Well, first of all, we are human beings. Now, human beings are very social creatures. We interact with people on a day-to-day basis, unless we're working alone all the time. Generally, we are interacting with people in some way, shape or form, whether that's on the phone, face to face, in social situations, down the local supermarket, whatever it might be, we are very social creatures. And it's human nature for us to care what other people think, okay? Because we're interacting with people all the time, so it's natural for us to have that instinct to worry about what other people think about us. I mean, let's face it, if we really didn't care what other people thought of us at all, we'd probably leave the house in our pyjamas, no makeup on, and just, do whatever we wanted to do without any sort of thought or sort of concern about anybody else. And that's not necessarily a good thing, okay? So that's kind of the other extreme of not caring. So when is it a problem? Well, it's a problem when we're constantly seeking validation from other people. So we can't do anything without the approval of others. So if you find yourself not being able to move forward or constantly feeling stuck simply because you're constantly thinking about what other people think about you and you're constantly caring about what other people think about you, then this is when you might want to address it. This is when you want to do something different. There's also another side to this, and that is that, if you've got some good friends or you've got like a tribe of people, you've got a community on social media or whatever it might be, then you might find it valuable to seek a genuine opinion from those people. I know that the people in my life, I do care what they think. I do want to seek an opinion from them with regard to lots of things in my life, whether it's from what I'm doing with parenting, having discussions about, how I interact with other people, my interpersonal skills, having conversations about universal energy and, all the other things that I'm passionate about. I am interested in other people's opinions about that. Now, if I really didn't care what other people think, I wouldn't be seeking opinions about it. So it can be a good thing because, if I take these videos, for example, it took me a long time to set up my YouTube channel, far longer than it should have done, simply because I was worried about what other people would think about me when I started putting videos out there. Now, I don't care what people think about me with regard to, is this subject something that everybody's interested in, or, am I going to appeal to everybody out there? Because I know that's not true. Like we say over here in England, not everybody is going to be my cup of tea, and I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. That's absolutely fine. But what I was more concerned about is how would people that I know think about me. So how I was caring about what people would think about me putting these videos out there. I was caring about whether they'd laugh at the content. I was caring about, if they knew me sort of in my daily life, that they'd watch these videos and they'd just wonder what planet I was on because they hadn't heard me talk about this subject in my day-to-day life, for instance. And then I sort of thought, well, how am I going to move forward? If I'm constantly worrying about what other people think about me, how am I going to move forward in my life, in my business, and my coaching practice? I've got so much value that I want to put out there into the world in a way that feels good to me And one of those things is videos, you know, along with my blog and all of the other things that I'm interested in. And, you know, what I realised was that once I got started on it, this was something that I loved to do. It's something I felt was in flow when I was doing it. It felt like I was adding value to the world. It felt like it was part of my purpose to put this sort of information out there to help other people. And, you know, I decided that that feeling of something feeling good to me feeling like I'm adding value to the world and other people benefiting from it, was far more important than the perceived opinions of other people. And why do I say perceived? Because a lot of the time the opinions that we think other people have about us are all in our mind. You know, they're not even real. It's just what we think other people think about us. So caring what other people think is great if you're seeking opinion. It's not great if you're constantly seeking validation and approval, and it's stopping you moving forward with something that you're passionate about in life, okay? Because ultimately it's what you think that matters. You know, you're in charge of your life. You decide whether you focus on your passion or whether you're drifting along doing what everyone else wants you to do. And that's kind of like, you know, the black and white of it. So how much of what other people's opinions that you're listening to, how much of that is stopping you from moving forward? How much of that is stopping you living your life how you want to live it? And how much of that is all about what they think and not what you think? So make your thoughts the priority, not them. So I think the big message from this, you know, when it comes to should you worry about what other people think, is really have the courage to be yourself. So whatever that looks like, you know, whether it's a YouTube channel, whether it's blogging, whether it's another purpose that you've got in life, whether it's raising your family, whether it's, you know, what you're like in the workplace, socially, have the courage to be yourself whilst respecting other people. And really, if you keep that in mind, this is somewhere that you just can't go wrong. Have the courage to be yourself. Do what you're passionate about. Know your value in the world and follow that. Seek the opinion of people when you value their opinion. Don't just care what everybody else out there in the world thinks, because basically what they think of you is none of your business. Yes, I think I'm going to do a video on that one. What other people think of you is none of your business, okay? It doesn't matter. You are you. Don't change yourself for everybody else, okay? Just be a good, you know, human being in this world. Add value how you see fit, but stop caring so much about other people approving of everything you are doing, okay? So I hope that gives you some food for thought, and it's going to help you to start flexing that self-validation muscle, whatever you want to call it. Make what you think the priority. Stop caring so much about what other people think, unless you know they genuinely care about you and they genuinely care about your success, you moving forward and you doing what you are passionate about or what feels right to you. So I hope that video's helped you, and I'll be back with another one real soon. You take very good care. Bye.